July 16th, 2022. That's the last time a Pineville woman was seen in her neighborhood.
A year and a half later, her family is not giving up on getting answers. Shelby Roberts shares their emotional pleas in Missing.
Happy birthday to you.
This is Ruth Jenkins. Her loved ones say there's nothing she enjoys more than spending time with family.
She was always in a good mood. She was always happy. She was always goofy.
Ruth's granddaughter Lindsay and son Robert long for just one more moment that they can spend with her.
Call it disappearance. I mean, there's nothing. It's no closure.
It's been 1.5 years since the then 76-year-old went missing from her Pineville home.
They did an assessment earlier that week on her, just like a mental health kind of assessment too. So that's when we determined that she had dementia.
It's the health concern that Robert fears played a major role in his mother's disappearance back on July 16th of 2022. Earlier that week, Robert and his wife had come from their home in San Antonio, Texas, to visit Ruth in the Lowcountry.
It was a little bit challenging for her to walk. So that particular day, we were actually holding hands. I held her hand like the whole day, helping her around. So I'm thinking back on that. That's like a nice. That's a nice memory.
A memory Robert clings to. He says that was the last time he saw his mother. When no one could get a hold of Ruth the next day, that's when they knew something was wrong.
She walked pretty much every day. She had this big route that she walked. It was miles. She left her cell phone home, so it couldn't ping that or anything. But I don't know what happened, But for her not to be in the area, I just assumed that, I don't know, like maybe she caught a ride, she got picked up. She definitely didn't go walking to the next town.
The Berkeley County Sheriff's Office, alongside the South Carolina Law Enforcement Division, search dogs, and a helicopter, all resources dedicated to that initial search.
I was pretty very upset and very numb to it. I didn't want to think anything bad or anything.
They're now holding on to something bigger than themselves to push forward.
It's my faith and hope that keeps me positive and optimistic that she will be found and returned to us.
There's a realistic aspect to it, but as family, we don't give up. We're not going to give up until we have an answer.
Ruth's case is still considered an open investigation. She was last seen in the 1800 block of Highway 45 in Pineville. Ruth is described as 5 foot 6 inches, weighing about 125 pounds, with black hair and brown eyes. She was last seen wearing a gray shirt, jeans, and black glasses. If you've got any information about her case, you're asked to call the Berkeley County Sheriff's Office. That number is 843-719-5065. And if you have a Lowcountry loved one that's missing and you'd like to share their story, email shelby.roberts@live5news.com with the subject line missing.